So this right here is my stock Royal Kludge RK71, and today we will be modding and upgrading this keyboard to sound very nice. So I hope you like this video, and let's get this video started. So let's go through a few mods I'll be doing to this keyboard. First things first, I'm going to be changing out the stock RK browns to this. These are some new Akko Jelly Blue tactile switches. They are really nice switches and really smooth out of the box. These are the specs. So they have operating force of 40 grams and a bottom out at 45 grams. This is all the specs. You can pause if you want to take a look at it. So for the foam I'll be using some Poron foam in between the plate and the PCB to dampen the sound of typing. I got this from PCB Malaysia on Shopee. And for the case I'll be using this. This is some sound dampening foam that people actually use in cars, but I'll be using it in the case to reduce the hollowness of it. And I'll also be changing out the stock stabilizers to this. These are some genuine cherry stabilizers which I have Holee modded, and they're really good. Last but not least, I'll be changing out the stock RK keycaps to these. These are some GMK clones. These are GMK Iceberg clones sent over by Digital Maniac. Do check them out in the links in the description below. They have a lot of services. They also sell a lot of accessories for keyboards like this keycap set right here. They also sell a lot of other stuff like keyboards, PCBs, kits, and keycaps, of course. So check them out in the links in the description below, and huge thanks for them for sending this set over for me to use. So with all of the mods out of the way, we can start by disassembling the RK71. So I'm just going to remove the switches and the keycaps first, and then we can move on to the next step. So with the keycaps and switches removed, we can now remove the plate by unscrewing it, and then we can remove the stabilizers at the same time. Okay, so with all the screws removed, we can just lift up the plate like this. Be careful not to pull too hard because there are cables connecting the battery to the PCB. So as you can see right here, there's already foam inside the case. This is done by the previous owner. I actually got this second hand, so I won't be adding any more foam into the case. This is what I would do normally. This looks really good already, so now I'm just going to disconnect it and then take out the plate. With the plate removed, we can now put the case aside and focus on the plate. So to remove the plate from the PCB, all you have to do is turn it around, grab your screwdrivers and remove all of the screws. So once you remove all of the screws, you can just lift up the PCB like this, and do keep this little plastic part safe because it's the divider for the arrow keys. And then now we can work on the plate. So I'm going to put all of the stabilizers into the plate first to avoid any problems down the line. So as I said, I'll be changing out the stabilizers. These are some genuine cherry plate mounted stabilizers which I have Holee modded, and I got them from clicknclack. Check them out in the link in the description below. This is what it should look like with all the new stabilizers in. Now we can flip it around, put in the Poron foam. Let me just grab it. So you want to place it properly. I've already cut out all of the extra holes we need for this, and it should look pretty nice right now. Make sure that there's no interference with the stabilizers and everything. And then after that, you can put on the plate and then screw it back all together. So I've screwed everything back. This is how it looks like. So far it looks good with the Poron foam in between like a sandwich and the new cherry stabilizers. Now we can put it back into the case and screw it all back together. So with everything modded and done to the case, we can now move on to the switches. So again, these are Akko Jelly Blue's tactile switch. I will not be lubing them because they are quite smooth out of the box, and a huge thanks to Akko for sending them over. I'm just going to put in 71 switches and it should look pretty nice. So this is what the keyboard looks like right now with all the Jelly Blue switches installed. They look really nice in my opinion. They look awesome with the RGB. Now we can move on to the keycaps. So again, a huge thank you to Digital Maniac for sending over these keycaps. Check them out in the links in the description below. I think they're gonna fit this board just nice. So this is what the keyboard looks like with the GMK Iceberg clones on it. I think they really look really nice, especially with these artisans right here on the right side. Overall, I think that the keycaps are really nice and thick and they look awesome in this color scheme. So now we can move on to the typing sound test. So after modding and doing all the upgrades to this keyboard, I think that it looks genuinely very nice and awesome with this color scheme. But for the sound wise, I don't think that it sounds that good with all the mods and all of the things I've done. It doesn't really have a nice sound signature or poppiness or talkiness to it. But overall, it's a good typing experience with the Jelly Blue switches because they are very smooth and they look just right for this keyboard. So if you're on a budget and you want to upgrade your keyboard, I would suggest just upgrading the stabilizers and the switches. You don't have to go full out like this, but overall this is a nice build. It just doesn't sound that good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this modding video of the RK71, and that is it for this video. So if you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike this video, dislike this video. If you're not subscribed yet, get subscribed. I have more content like this coming very soon. As always, thanks for watching. Goodbye guys.